Hi, it's Sylvester, and today is the 10-year anniversary of me being on YouTube. 10 years ago today, I posted my very first YouTube video. I mean, technically, it wasn't my very first YouTube video because back in high school, I posted a video on YouTube one time, but it's been 10 years of me consistently making content for the internet. And I have mixed feelings. Now, I don't want to come off as ungrateful. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or a negative Nancy. I've spoken at length in previous videos about how I am disappointed that after doing this for 10 years, I don't have more of a following. I feel on some level like I deserve to have more subscribers than I do, which, maybe that's not true. Maybe I have exactly as many as I deserve. Maybe I have more subscribers than I deserve. Who am I to say what I deserve? But it feels to me like after doing something for 10 years, I should have more, there should be more of a payoff, you know what I mean? But again, I don't want to come across as negative in this video. I am incredibly grateful for every subscriber that I have. I'm incredibly grateful for everybody who watches my videos. There are some truly amazing, lovely people who watch my content and who care about me and support me, and I am so appreciative of that. And even though there is that part of me that's disappointed that I've been doing this for so long with such little payoff, the payment that I receive is just in that I get joy from doing this, and at the end of the day, that should be enough. And oftentimes that is enough. I make videos because I'm passionate about making videos. I make videos because I want to make videos, and I clearly this means a lot to me. Clearly, this is something that I really enjoy doing. So that is rewarding in and of itself. Even if I don't have enough subscribers to make money off this platform, I'm still doing a lot better than I used to be doing on this platform. For the first 5 years of being a YouTuber, I had 15 subscribers. Maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I did for a long time have 15 subscribers for many years, and so to now have hundreds of subscribers, it truly does mean a lot to me, and it is astounding and fantastic and amazing, and I, again, can't thank you enough for being here with me and sticking with me. And if you're new here, then thank you for joining me. If you've been here for a long time, then thank you for sticking with me through the ups and the downs and the crazy videos and the psychosis and all of the stuff that I've been through. I really do appreciate it. Now, I wanted to take a walk down memory lane and look at who I was and where I was when I started this YouTube channel 10 years ago. Now, technically, it wasn't this YouTube channel because while I was experiencing psychosis, I deleted my YouTube channel twice, which is really, it is a shame. I lost a lot of content that I was really proud of. I lost a lot of videos that I will never be able to recreate, and it really bums me out that I can't go back and watch old videos of myself from 2015 and 2016 and even 2019 or 2020. All those videos just simply do not exist anymore. And again, it really is, it's sad. There are many things I regret about the period of time when I was experiencing psychosis, but one of the big things that I regret is deleting my channel multiple times because I lost some content that I was truly very proud of, and it feels like I lost a part of myself in doing so, because I would really like to be able to go back and watch those old videos and compare who I was back then to who I am now, but I just have to rely on my memory because those videos don't exist anymore. So back in 2015, when I first started making YouTube videos, I was a very different person than I am today. First of all, I thought I was a girl back then, so that has definitely changed. I was extremely angry. I had really, really bad anger issues, and I still struggle with anger issues, but I've gotten a lot better from where I was in 2015. I was working a minimum wage job that I absolutely hated, and I really wasn't doing well financially, and I'm still not doing well financially, but at least I don't work a job that I absolutely hate and that actively harms my mental health, so I'm grateful for that. I am the very first video that I made as a YouTuber, not the one that I made in high school, but the one I made 10 years ago today, that was the start of my YouTube channel. That was a video simply called Consent, in all capital letters, just consent. And it was a rant about consent. Because at that time, like I said, I thought I was a girl. I was treated as a girl. And a lot of men didn't know what consent was. A lot of men were very uneducated when it came to the rules of consent. And so that video was an attempt to try to educate people because it was something that was very close to my heart. I was really into feminism at that time. And I'm still a feminist. I still consider myself to be a feminist. I'm still into feminism, but a little bit less so simply because sexism doesn't affect me as much as it used to, which sounds really selfish, and it is pretty selfish, but it's a lot easier to care about a social issue when that social issue affects you personally. Like, for example, I care a lot about trans rights currently because I am trans. But, back in 2015, I cared a lot more about feminism because I thought I was a woman. And so again, I'm still a feminist. I still care about feminism. And even back then, I cared about trans people, even though I didn't realize I was trans yet. It's just, my focus has changed. I'm a little bit less of an activist than I used to be back then. I used to make a lot of videos about feminism back then, usually angry rants. That was the vast majority of my content at the time, was just being angry and ranting about stuff, usually sexism. And those videos didn't do very well, probably because feminism was not super popular back then, but also because I was just really angry in those videos, and oftentimes people don't want to engage with content where the person making the content is clearly very, very angry. So I've come a long way. I don't make angry videos nearly as often as I used to back then. In fact, I've made it a goal of mine to no longer make angry videos. I don't think I've made an angry video since like March of this year, which, excuse me, I just burped. I don't think I made an angry video since like March, which it sounds like it hasn't been that long, but that's a pretty long time for me because I've for most of my YouTube career, the majority of my videos were angry videos where I was ranting about stuff that upset me. And so I'm really glad that I've pivoted away from that and I've kind of gone in a different direction. And now I make videos where I just talk about my life. I do a lot of life update videos. I generally remain pretty calm in my videos nowadays. I talk a lot about how I am dealing with my mental illnesses. I talk a lot about just normal mundane stuff, but my content is quite different from the stuff I used to make back in 2015. And in 2015, the majority of the videos I made were storytime videos. I feel like I don't have very interesting stories, which is why I don't tell stories anymore. And my storytime videos have never really done particularly well anyways, but most of the stories I would tell back then, like I said, were angry stories of people screwing me over and times when things didn't work out. And I used to watch a lot of Tana Mojo. I used to watch a lot of Gabby Hanna. I used to watch a lot of people doing videos talking about people screwing them over and story times about things going wrong. And so I kind of was making the kind of content that I enjoyed watching. Nowadays, like I said, I just make videos talking about my life, really, is kind of where I am. I was so nervous the first video that I made. I remember I was so scared to put myself on the internet. I was so scared, so shy in front of the camera. Now I'm completely fine in front of the camera. I'm still like awkward because I'm a very awkward person just generally, but I'm way better in front of the camera than I used to be. In terms of my ability to edit, that hasn't gotten much better. I've always hated editing, and I still hate editing, and most of my videos are not edited. So, as much as I'd like to say the quality of my videos has gone up, it really hasn't. After all these years of making videos, I've kind of I've put in, I feel like I put in less effort than I used to, because I used to be trying so hard. I used to try so hard to try to get people to watch my videos and to try to be YouTube famous. And I would put all of this effort into my videos, and then they would end up getting like 5 views. And like the more effort I put into a video, the less well it seemed to do. And so that kind of broke my spirit. And I'm at a point now where I just, like, if, people will watch if they watch. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is. If you find me engaging and if you like me and my personality, then you'll watch whether or not I edit. So might as well just not edit, save myself the hassle, save myself the time. But anyways, I feel like that's all I need to say. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay frosty. Bye.